The following program is sponsored by Mike Gray with Morris Williams Realty. Views and opinions expressed are not those of this station, its owners, staff, or management. Now, the Golden State Report with Mike, Amy, and Dave.
Welcome, everybody. You are listening to the Golden State Report, heard every weekend on AM 1380. I'm Mike Gray with Morris Williams Realty, and so happy that you have chosen to tune in and be part of our family this weekend. And in the studio, I have Amy DeBus of American Pacific Mortgage.
Hi, Mike.
And David Stone from
Sierra Consulting Group. Now,
Ooh, we did a name change.
We have a name change.
We're in the middle of it right now. So
how did you come up with the name?
You want to get into it right now?
Yeah.
Oh, well, bottom line was back in 2005 when I changed the name to Stone Consulting Group from Lincoln Financial Advisors.
That was obvious.
Yeah, that was obvious because
David
my last
Stone,
name is Stone.
Stone, yeah. Okay.
So as I age, I decided that there was a point in time in the future I'm going to want to be able to have my business transition and bring in associates and everything because we're kind of a boutique firm, as you know now. So I decided on Sierra because my logo, they gave us the firm that we were working with to tell us all the different choices we had for logos, they gave me a bunch of examples, and I saw one that looked kind of like a triangle, and it had three little things, so it looked like a mountain, right? And the three little lines going down it looked like that's an expert run, that's an intermediate run, and that's a bunny hill. So I was thinking about, I'm a snow skier, so I'm like, that's what it is. And so when it came to doing it, I wanted to keep the S because I refer to Stone Consulting Group often inside with our team as SCG. So I thought, let's do Sierra Consulting Group.
I love it.
And I love the Sierras, and we're right here at the foothills of the Sierras, so rock and roll.
Congratulations on your new name.
Thank you very much.
All right, I appreciate it. And, of course, we used to be the Mike Gray Real Estate Hour.
And now we are the Golden State Report.
Yeah, and that's been a while ago, but that was the same concept, right?
Was.
With the future, letting the future continue beyond the time that Mike Gray is working and beyond the time that Stone is working. And people that want to join my firm don't want to join something that has the founder's name on it, I guess. So that's okay. I was fine with it. I don't have that much pride that I have to have my name on the company.
Very good for listening to your own advice and the power of a plan.
That is correct.
It is. So.
But it is great to be here.
Well, thank you. That's David Stone from the Sierra Consulting Services. Now, I bet you I will inadvertently say the Stone Consulting Services.
Yeah,
it's Stone Consulting Group.
Yeah, it's Stone Consulting Group and Sierra Consulting Group. So we're trying to keep it as simple as we can for you, Mike. No services in there.
Let's not rename him again.
That's right. And the back office has changed too. That's the one that actually kind of also was a part of it. Lincoln Financial spun off or sold Lincoln Financial Advisors. The big company sold the wealth management division, and that became official last month in May.
What is it now?
It's now a company called Osaic Wealth, which is a very large company. Lincoln had 1,500 financial professionals that were planners, and this other group is a conglomeration. It's a private equity company that's brought a bunch of broker-dealers and RIAs together. And before they added the 1,500 from Lincoln, they had 10,500 planners. So it's a big group.
Oh, so now you're part of a hedge fund.
Economies of scale, future hedge fund, who knows? But I think it'll probably go public.
All right. Well, good
in
for
the
you.
future. And people are expecting to hear about real estate, and we're talking about
May the force be with you.
My name change.
Yes,
But
let's talk
the bottom
about
line is they call our number, they get Dave.
It's the same thing.
They get
exactly.
Phone numbers haven't changed.
Yeah.
Address hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Clients' account numbers haven't changed. It's not that complicated.
All right. So what is going on in the real estate market here
Well,
in the summer of 2024?
We have had an increase of inventory from the spring, and so that's nice. We are up substantially, maybe 15 to 20% increase in inventory from last year at this time. But last year we were really, really low. So we are below what we normally have for inventory, but we're above what we had last year.
Good.
And I think it's, we've talked about this on the show before. There are reasons why people sell homes.
And buy homes.
But the main reason for selling is we don't have enough inventory here. So the factors affecting sellers really are affecting our market.
Right.
And, I've shared that interest rates have really slowed down our inventory because there are a substantial number of sellers out there that have interest rates in the 2s, 3s, maybe low 4s. And if they would sell, and buy again with another mortgage, their interest rate would be what, Amy?
Oh, in the sixes.
Yeah, sixes. And, they have been in sevens in the previous weeks. And so the sellers just said, you know what, we're going to hang tight onto that mortgage. We don't want to lose that low interest rate. And so let's delay selling.
Right. Delay being the key word.
Yes, because, people sell for, a variety of reasons.
Let's go through this. This is my favorite topic.
All right.
The 5 reasons why people buy and sell real estate. Number 1, what's it at?
Well, a life change reason, divorce and death. The 2 Ds.
Okay,
right?
the
Divorce,
2 Ds.
the divorce and death. All right, those number 1 and number 2, and then.
Sorry, I'm making light of a terrible incident.
But it's a reality,
right? It is reality.
And then the third and the fourth, people want to upsize. They need more room.
They're having babies. They got married.
They want to downsize. They're entering a different change of life issue.
Yep, their kids moved out of the house, went to college. They don't need as much space.
Yeah.
Yep. And
all the above.
They're retiring. They want to take some of that equity out and, not have a big payment on their mortgage.
Oh, it's just like, my wife and I are thinking about changing, selling down the road, mainly because we have a 2-story house and we would prefer now a 1-story.
And 5 acres, right?
Oh, yeah, we might cut down the acreage a bit too.
Yeah.
And so, but a smaller acreage, but we like to have a 1-story.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a downsizing type of feature for us.
Right.
And then the fourth reason would be a job relocation.
Yes.
Okay, moving to a different community, sometimes out of state, sometimes in state, but it's a different community and you don't want to commute or cannot commute. Our job loss, our income loss in the family.
Yeah.
So let's say that they are, it's kind of a life change issue. They are a 2-income family and they decide to change their priorities and have kids. And they're going to slide down to 1 income.
Yep.
And so those are the reasons that a lot of people usually sell. None of those reasons have anything to do with interest rates.
Correct.
Okay.
Or how much the housing market is going up or down.
Correct. They're life issues that are going to force you to we need to sell this house in order to open up a door for a future pathway for us to go. And none of them have anything to do with interest rates. But what the interest rates having climbed from 2.5% to 6.5% to 7% is delayed some people from selling.
Well, and I think that when the interest rates were, in the 7s and 8s, there were a lot of people that couldn't do anything financially. Like they could not afford to qualify for a bigger house or, whatever, you know.
I mean, I'll use our example, for example. My wife and I were thinking maybe we should go to a 1-story.
Yes.
Our legs aren't quite what they used to be and everything, but we still want to have acreage. We have large animals and we have other animals, and we like living out in the country. And so we started looking for 1-story. Couldn't find exactly what we wanted. So I said, well, maybe we'll build. So let's look at some vacant lots, vacant acreages to see if we can find something, and then we'll build something. And then I kind of started penciling everything out. And we don't have a large mortgage, but we have a mortgage. It's through your company, Amy, and the interest rate is under 3%. And when I started penciling things out again, I thought, well, you know what? What would it cost to put an elevator in our house?
Yeah.
Really. And so
I know.
we walked down that road, and we had somebody out, and they showed us how we could do that, probably for around $25,000. Put a really nice wheelchair accessible elevator in our 2-story house. And for us, that seems like a better option.
So there's a movie, an old movie. It was a 70s movie with Dudley Moore and Liza Minnelli. I can't remember the name of it. Arthur. And they went to this apartment, and the manager of the apartment was in this rickety old apartment, and he had this elevator that went up the staircase, and it took him like 20 minutes to get up the staircase. So every time I think about putting an elevator in a house, that's what I always think of. Sorry, I digressed.
But they do have. So there are companies that do that in order to, so people like us, myself.
Yeah.
That
and it's not going to be on the staircase, right, Mike?
No, it's not going to. If it was going to be a chair on the staircase, it would have had racing mufflers and racing stripes. Okay?
And it looked like a Corvette.
Oh, yeah.
Vroom, vroom.
Then we can do it. Then we can do it then, okay? Well, anyway, if you have any questions about buying or selling, there are homes on the market, and this still is a good time to buy. Give us a call, 530-431-8586.
Red roses too, I watched them bloom.